PWP Nation,
where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello.
We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland.
Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcast, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC Pod. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios.
Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
and welcome to Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's your boy Tricky alongside Stoutsy.
What's up, you fucking marks?
Sounds like your poopiness hasn't gone away yet, has it?
It is not. I'm still in the Poop Pit Studios. Yeah, nothing's really improved. I got another good old doctor's appointment tomorrow, and you know, if worse comes to worse, I might just say, just let me die out and just film like a documentary about me, and I don't know,
make it like really
money.
serious, but it's just you sitting on the toilet, and at the end it just cuts to you being like, "That'll work."
Yeah, this dude just shits a lot. What?
All right, poopy. All right. Well, anyway, this is weird. I'm on the couch again.
Yeah, and it's like early in the day.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. We normally record like on like a Thursday or Wednesday night, like at 7. Dude, this is weird. It's
I don't think
game. It's like a day hockey game. This is weird.
It is, man. I don't think we've recorded on a Tuesday since like I first started coming on.
There's one other. It was when Just Jump came on, just to accommodate them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But other than that, like, I think we used to do Tuesdays when we were at your grandparents', and then, or maybe, I don't know, man. It's been a while. It is weird. I forgot we
recorded like 3 episodes there.
Yeah, I feel like we just did an episode. Because we did.
I got a fart. Okay, so. Oh, and by the way, surprise, this is going to come out on Wednesday. It's just to accommodate the Crown Jewel predictions.
Oh, a little Wednesday epi?
A little Wednesday epi, just because the stupid ass, I can't believe they're going through with it, pay-per-view. Crown Jewel is going to be this Friday at 11 a.m., so I feel like if we put out an episode about predictions, that the whole weekend's just already like, oh, what's the point of listening to this episode?
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to drop that news tonight on the old Twatter during SmackDown Live.
Nice. Oh yeah, SmackDown's tonight. Shit.
Yeah, so we can't really even talk about SmackDown. But obviously, since you're not here, this episode and last week's episode is pretty wrestling heavy, just because we can't do the wrap up.
Yeah, which sucks. I feel bad about that. I mean, you could always do it with Dan if you wanted to do it, but
yeah. So we're not going to do the wrap up, and
yeah, no, I'd rather just not do it at all.
he's like our enemy. Katie now like gives him so much shit now, and he's just like, yeah, he's sitting here, he's like a fucking hater. And he's like, but then he's like, the only time she can get me is when I'm drunk, and then when I'm sober, game on, bitch. It's literally, it's like you're here, but just in like you took over Katie's body for like a minute just to give Dan shit. It's hilarious.
I'm on Naked Lady's side now because somebody just needs to be there to put Dan in his fucking place, and it's not that hard to do. He's got a tough shell, but it's like, I compare it to, do you remember that chocolate syrup stuff that would kind of like, it would like be a shell on your ice cream? But it was so easy to break because it was just a little bitch shell, and that's kind of what Dan is. He's basically a hard shell chocolate syrup for ice cream. Easily breakable, and on the inside he's just fucking plain vanilla. And yeah, what a fucking promo.
Hey, before we get into songs of the week, should we bring up your little the Twitter spat from Friday or Thursday?
My Twitter spat
between you and Dan.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck. What even shit? What the fuck were we bitching about?
We just started going. We were like, because you sent me the tweet. They're like, this is Tricky and Stoutsy arguing. You know, it was like Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns just like arguing with each other. But I'm like, but we're both basically like Dean on this because like that's how we both act. And then, and you're like, yeah, Dan's kind of like Rollins here, like trying to break it up. I'm like, no, he's not. He's like Ellsworth. Let me give him that.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then
he got mad about it.
Yeah, then he tried to make me look like I'm a dog hater, and that like I bit my tongue on the internet. I'll say that much, Daniel. So I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
say. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it. But we'll say I won that one. Dan, fuck you and your. What's the new dog's name?
Gracie. She's the best. Don't ever talk shit on Gracie. You can't go there. That's off limits.
He named his dog after his girlfriend?
No, the dog. I mean, they've had the dog for like 10 years. This dog's old.
It's a little fucked up, Dan.
I know his girlfriend's name is Grace, and his dog's name is Gracie.
That's gotta be like the way Gracie. It's like what? It's like I'm not yelling at you.
Which one is licking my balls?
Probably both, because Dan's weird.
Anyway, let's get into songs of the week. We got the MLB World Series to talk about today. We got our review. We'll see who's still the prediction champion after WWE Evolution. And dude, it was close. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. We can get into it later, but I was a little upset when you were just like, I lost, and I was like, dude, like I only missed like fucking one, and I know you missed like one.
Mm-hmm. You'll see.
So yeah.
But WWE Crown Jewel predictions we got to, and our 1, 2, 3 finish, obviously. But let's get into it. Songs of the week. Who wants to start it? And by the way, it's still kind of a Halloween episode, Spooktober, since we're putting it out on Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody! That's
true. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and start her off.
All right. I'm just gonna put a little. Since I was out of town this past weekend, I mean, just getting fucking shit faced. I didn't really have time to like keep up like on the new music, so mine's gonna be totally like older music.
Yeah, mine is too.
Perfect.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I've been out of town since Thursday, and it's been a bender for the last 4 days.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Oh, it was popping. It was popping.
Looked like fun.
It was a lot of fun. So good. Oh yeah, shout out, congratulations, Kurt and Justine. Beautiful wedding.
Thanks.
But my number 5 of the week is gonna be Paris by the 1975.
Ooh, nice one.
Yep.
I like it.
And I never to go to Paris again and again and again. That's how it goes.
That really is how it goes.
Can't wait. 1975 review episode. Can't wait.
It's coming up. Dude, I almost was like, I was like, fuck, I might just do like 5 songs every week of the 1975 until our episode. And I was like, oh yeah, we're counting down like our top 20 songs, which is going to be the hardest week of my life trying to figure that out.
Dude, it's not going to be that hard.
Dude, yes it is, because I'll listen to a song like, oh, I love that song, and I'll be like, oh wait, this one's better, and then the next week that one might be better than the other one.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's not fucking easy.
You can do it if you put your mind to it.
Shut up.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, I have like in front of me pulled up like the Wikipedia page for Crown Jewel just because it has the match listings on it. and above it's talking about the controversy, and it says like underneath one of the things here. This is I swear to God, this is how it's written. Knox County Mayor and professional wrestler Glenn Kane Jacobs, who is scheduled to compete in a tag team match, announced he will work the event.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It's great that they have to call him Mayor. Like,
good old Mayor Kane.
I love it.
Jeez. Alright, so my first song this week.
Yep.
Oh boy. My first song this week.
Yep,
you know what? I'm gonna throw it way back. I'm gonna go Eminem, The Real Slim Shady.
Ooh. Because like I'm Slim Shady and you're the Slim Shady and like all these other Slims are just imitating?
Yeah, so won't the real Slim Shady? It's actually Slim Shady. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did.
But he has a Detroit accent, so it sounds like shady.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I know, man. I know. Yeah, shout out to good old the good Eminem.
Dude, this is so weird right now. I'm just like sprawled out on the couch, just letting my balls air out and like just holding the mic in my hand, just like chit chatting. I'm like looking up and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing a podcast. Like I need to sit up.
Yeah, I'm just like in my bed, just like I just paused my NHL game so I can concentrate, and I'm just I don't know.
It's
trying
weird,
not to
man.
poop.
It's weird. Like I hate to say this, but I miss you being over here.
Oh, thanks, bud. I'm glad you mean that.
Okay, go shit your pants. All right. So
I might do it.
All right, so that's your number one, Slim Shady?
Yep, the real Slim Shady.
Gotta be honest, man. The older I've gotten, the less I've liked Eminem.
Like his new stuff or like the older songs?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, it's just because I used to listen to it so much when I was like a kid. That's just like, I don't know, man.
It's just like, he's not the same Eminem, dude. That's just all it is. Like,
no, he kind of bugs me now more than anything.
Yeah, but what's funny is it's like he's not the same Eminem because he got like clean and sober, and it's like how do you hate a guy? Like not saying you hate him or anybody, whatever people do, but like it's like he got clean and sober, so obviously he's not in that same like crazy mindset. So like you're not going to get that fucking like old school Eminem. But I get what you're saying too. It's like he's just still kind of there, and it's like I don't know if he's trying to still be. You know, I don't know, dude. I think he's just like doing him and just like
fuck that. Do the drugs, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like dude, get back on drugs and drop some fucking bangers.
Well, speaking of doing drugs, so before this, I was not concentrated at all. I'm like tired. I'm like I have to take an Adderall. Like there's no way I'm going to be able to get through this podcast if I don't.
Yeah.
So the dog's sitting next to me and like sitting like next to me as I'm like opening up the bottle to like get my Adderall out. And I'm like, no, you can't have this. Like go away. Like you can't have this. And I was like I felt bad, so I did. Since I'm taking a treat, I had to give her a treat. So I gave her a dog treat.
Oh my God! I was gonna say.
No, I didn't give her an Adderall. Jesus Christ! I just felt bad that I'm taking a treat and she's not getting a treat. So
I thought that you. First off, I love that.
Man!
I love that you call it treats. And I was like, this dude just like handed out Adderall. To,
in my head, the joke sounded funnier, but whatever.
It was funny, but I was like, damn, dude, like I've never heard you go that deep. So I was just kind of caught off guard. I was like, man, I mean, I know Dan said I was fucked up with dogs on the internet, but I mean, you might have just taken it to another level.
I didn't mean it that way. And for anybody listening who's like, oh my God, they're admitting to taking Adderall. I'm prescribed. I have ADD. Suck a dick. Like,
yeah, and I don't do them. Drugs.
Actually, yeah, you don't. So,
no, I really don't. I've never needed to take an Adderall. I just go off pure anxiety and
cocaine
and yeah no. What's the other thing called? Oh, adrenaline. I couldn't think of the word adrenaline. That happens. All right, so my number 2 this week.
No, it's mine. Actually, I didn't go yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
My number 4 is This New Shit by Marilyn Manson. Since we're still in Spooktober, let's get another Marilyn Manson song in there.
Is that the name of the song, This New Shit?
Yeah, it was actually the theme song to the ECW show when it came back on for a little bit.
Huh.
Are you ready for the new shit? Like, the song's actually, like, the lyrics on it, I'm kind of like, whoa. It's like every other word's, like, bleeped. And it's like, how could you make this, like, the theme song? But, like...
Well, it's ECW.
Dude, the song is awesome. Like, the song, I mean, it gets me fucking jacked up. Like...
I never really got into, like, Marilyn Manson. I think it was just, like, he was kind of weird, so
I never did either, and then, like, a few years ago, I started listening to him and Rob Zombie, and I was like, they're fucking good. Like...
Yeah, I think they're good. I think I just, like... I don't think they have enough songs to me that I would like, that I could, like, want to, like, dive in.
See, dude, that's what I thought, too. And it's just, like, another one after another one. I'm like, damn, they're actually, like, pretty damn, like, really talented.
Yeah, well, dude, actually, that's how I kind of felt about after I saw AWOL Nation live the other week. I was like, I've only known, like, a couple songs by these guys, and I was like, oh, yeah, you know, whatever. But, like, their concert, I was like, damn, this is...
Yeah.
They got some good stuff,
I
so...
want to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, like, really fucking bad.
Well...
I feel like that'd just be such a cool, fucked up show to go see.
That's very true. You'd probably...
Dude, they always tour together, too.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They've gone on, like, 4 tours together in, like, the last, like, 10 years. You know what? I'm making a promise to myself. Next time they come to St. Louis, I'm going. Like, you can come with if you want.
Didn't they both do a WWE theme song, too?
Yeah. I mean, Marilyn Manson had 2, like, shows, and then Rob Zombie was Edge.
Rob Zombie didn't do, Who did the Beautiful People?
That's Marilyn Manson.
And that was a theme song, right? Or was that just for a pay-per-view?
That was for SmackDown.
Yeah, that was for SmackDown.
The beautiful people.
I feel like those guys have done, like, too many things with fucking WWE.
They have.
Not too many, but so many.
Rob Zombie, I think, was on a couple episodes of Raw, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. See, but what's different is they had, like, good songs. Then you got Flo Rida, who just, like, sucks.
Dude, it's so true. Like, people look at, like, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, like, people today who have never listened to him, like, whoa, they're fucking weird, I'm not going to listen to them. Even though it's like, dude, they make great music. You should listen to them. Fuck for Flo Rida. Like,
yeah, they make great music for, like, entertainment, like, what gets you, like, hyped up. Flo Rida is like, oh my god, we're going to the amusement park today, and fucking...
We're going to have the time of our lives and play with all the wieners. When
in reality, life can suck, and you need some Marilyn Manson in your life to just get amped.
Exactly.
Jesus, it's not that hard.
It's not. What's your fucking second song?
My second song this week, Todd, is by The Used, a song called All That I've Got. Remember that jam?
I do.
And it's all that I've got. He kind of sounds like that, too. It's crazy. It's crazy.
How's it go again?
Nope, it's only a one-time performance. One-time performance. You can either edit it out or you can just replay it again.
Probably gonna replay it again. But my third song. I'm gonna read the lyrics to you, and I'm gonna see if you know what it is, because I've been actually playing this on repeat for like the last few days, and I have no idea why, but I love it. Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. I should be like a fucking like. I should go to a nightclub and do like, what is this called? Like they read like poems or whatever, but it's not like
like slam poetry.
Yeah, I should just fucking do that. I'm killing it right now.
Like Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I'm fucking killing it right now, bro.
Are you singing the song?
No. Am I singing it? No, I'm reading the lyrics. Are you
reading the song?
I'm reading it. Yeah, I'm trying to see if you can figure out what it is.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention? All right, I got to restart. I'm so good about it anyways. I'll restart.
Okay.
Well, my friends, the time has come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away the work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing. Everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. I don't even want to sing the next part, so it's just going to give it away.
What was that last line?
Lose Yourself and Wild Romance. We're going to
Fiesta all night long, all night.
That's it. All Night Long by Lionel Richie. I've been playing this on fucking repeat lately.
Wow, that's a good one.
All night long, all night.
That's a good one. I gotta give it to you.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this is good. I was looking over. So before we went on the air, I was looking over and I saw my mom's like vinyls because I have them right now. And I saw the Lionel Richie one sitting over there. I'm like, oh, I actually have been listening to you a lot lately, so fuck it. I can't believe her vinyl still works too. That's what's like fucking incredible. Is that it still is like perfect.
Yeah, how about that fucking 1975 pre-order for some vinyl?
I know, I like it. I got the other two albums, so I'm definitely going to have to get that.
Oh, yeah.
So I just figured out your microphone, by the way.
What's wrong with it?
Really strange.
Wait, the one you're using, or the one I have on right now?
The one I'm using. So I realized that if you hold it like towards the center, it doesn't really pick it up. The mic itself is actually almost towards like the red light. That's fucking weird.
Like up towards the top? Wait, what's wrong with it to begin with?
I thought it... So if you listen to last week's episode, I sound kind of quiet compared to you. And the whole time I'm looking at like the levels and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never think Jim has like a problem with it. And then I just realized like my voice sounds a lot higher, like louder on the fucking like, on the levels. And I'm realizing where I'm holding it. And it's so weird. Like you would think like it would be higher up if I like held it in the center, but it's not at all. I don't know. I'm just a weird person when it comes to like sound equipment and like cinematography, so I'm just like thrown away. I'm like thrown off right now.
Maybe you
It's my ADD. I need this Adderall to kick in so I can pay attention.
Maybe it's just like that little bitch voice you got.
No thanks, man. Why don't you go shit your fucking pants?
Oh.
Just read your next song, you fucking piece of shit.
I didn't ask for this.
I've had a feeling this episode is going to be like this, where we're just like, fuck this. Like,
it's just like I'd rather just be in the bed. Like, not that like I care doing it here, but it's just like it's weird. Well, it's on a Tuesday. Yeah. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I know. When I saw like what I had going on next week, I saw the Blues game was on a Thursday. I'm like, I have missed like the last 5 games at home because of either the podcast or something else.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I'm doing the podcast early this week. Like,
yeah. I hear that.
So, in a strange way, I'm happy you're shitting your pants because, number one, there's not really a whole lot to talk about this week in terms of, like, other things that have happened besides, like, the World Series. So this is perfect. We can talk wrestling on here. And number two, I can go have fun while you're shitting your pants.
That's so true, dude. I've just been, like I've gotten to drive to, like, the gas station, and that's it. I feel like I'm grounded for like summer vacation.
That's all right. I felt like I drank for you. I feel like I drank for like 4 people this past weekend, so it's fine.
Well, that's a good thing.
It is.
So is it my number? What is it? My number 3?
Yes.
My number 3. We'll throw back to Kid Cudi.
Ooh.
Day and Night.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, man, Kid Cudi, gotta love him.
Nice.
Did he drop? Was it just him and Kanye that did an album, or did he drop his own album?
I think he's going to drop his own album. But yeah, it was just him and Kanye. He's all about doing whatever Kanye tells him to do again, and which it isn't a bad thing. So.
True that.
Like he's gonna be all over the place. I mean, fuck. He was on Saturday. He was in like a sket. He was in a sketch for Saturday Night Live when Kanye was on it. So I mean, Kanye is bringing him along like everywhere right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I would do the same. I'd be like, Kanye, you're an idiot. I'm gonna use you though.
Yeah, that's true. I would too. I'd be like, I hate everything outside of the studio about you.
But you're a fucking genius, Kanye.
But in this studio, I love you.
All right, it's my number 2.
Yep.
My number 2, since a movie that comes out on Friday that I really want to see, called called Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm going to have to throw it to Queen on this one. But Queen with the legendary and one of my favorite artists of all time, David Bowie, Under Pressure.
Ooh.
Under Pressure.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm a little disappointed. You know, we don't need to talk about Under Pressure. Everybody knows that song. It's a classic. It's one of the greatest songs ever made, honestly. The fucking reviews for Bohemian Rhapsody, though, are very disappointing, man. Like, it's like,
are they really?
Not happy. It's like a 53% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Probably. Wait, did it come out already?
It comes out on Friday. This Friday.
Yeah. Just a bunch of haters.
I know. I'm still gonna go see it, but at the same time, I saw it's rated PG-13, and I'm just like, now I'm like, why? Like, come on, man. That to me, that's a movie that needs to be like rated R. You know.
Right. It really does.
Anything about like a music figure's life, that you cannot have it be anything else other than R. And I'm sorry to like these studios or these kids that want to see the movie. You know, fuck you. Have good parents that will just let you go see it, little fucking sensitive pricks. But I want to go see the fucking movie.
Wait,
and I want it to be rated R.
Is it rated PG-13?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right when it's like when I saw Venom was rated PG-13 and this was rated PG-13, I'm like, these are gonna actually turn out to be shitty movies. But yeah. I will say this for Venom, David, our good pal out in LA, who was magical Mankind this past weekend.
Oh God, that was perfect.
Perfect looking. That was one of my favorite costumes I've ever seen anybody wear.
Yeah, but, that was like porn.
But he said he saw Venom and he said it was good. Like, don't believe the critics. Like, it's still fun.
Huh. Yeah, well, it's kind of those you just have to kind of wait and see. I don't believe critics. It's like whatever the viewer wants to like or not, you know.
And David's one person that's like, I'll go on his opinion towards like a lot of others because sometimes this is with all due respect, sometimes he is like a snobby movie critic sometimes, and like could be a little snobby towards the stuff, the music, and like the wrestling that he likes. But I like that about him, and I know like if it's good, it's good. You know, if he says it's good, it's gonna be a good movie. Like I've never disagreed with him on a movie that he likes, but I disagree with him on a movie that like he doesn't like. You get what I mean on that? Like, if he says it's good, it's fucking good. Like, so. I'm disappointed. I told Katie that, and Katie's like, because Katie's been like wanting to see this movie. She's I think Queen's probably one of her favorite bands.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
She's been looking forward to this movie forever, and she's like, I told her that I was like, man, it's only got 53% Rotten Tomatoes. She's like, why would you tell me that? It just ruined my whole weekend. Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Dude, it's probably one of those things where it's like, oh, they should have added this and that and this and that, and it's all going to come down to like what the band wanted to put in, how real they wanted to get, what. Who knows? Family members wanted to, like how they wanted Freddy portrayed and all that shit. So it's, I don't know.
And this movie has been in development for like 12 years or something like that. So it's kind of like it's been over numerous. The script has been over numerous rewrites and all this stuff. But I'm still excited. I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens after this weekend. What people think of it. So who knows?
What's your number two, Brad?
Well. It was going to be my number one, but just to follow up and keep it on the subject, my number one is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
This is your
number two. My number two, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you did the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I had to put a Queen song on there with the movie coming out.
Nice.
Obviously,
good call. Look at us being on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. And honestly, you know what? Songs of the week I didn't pick until about 10 seconds into the show.
Oh, yeah, same here. Like, I was sitting here. That's why I was, like, kind of killing time. Like, I was like, I told you I was going to be ready when I told you my computer's going slow. It's because I was picking music. I just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I completely forgot. I don't even know if you sent... No, yeah, you definitely sent them on the topic, so...
That's because I always keep the top two the same, so you know, me and you probably just, like, glance over, like, oh, okay, those are the topics, you know, because we're expecting it to be on.
That's exactly what happened. I was just like, oh, shit. Because you started to go like, we're going to do our songs for the week, and I was almost going to be like, hey, dude, pause. I need a minute. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just roll with it, 'cause that's what professionals do in the pod business.
That's why, like, we're just best acquaintances, you know?
Yeah, and I think I come up with my with my best songs when I'm put on the spot, unlike Naked Lady, who's like, I can't think of any songs right now.
I know.
But boy, do I love Home Alone 12.
Boy, do I sure love Hocus Pocus 3.
Yeah, that's the one with that guy with the scream mask, right? God.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Texas Chainsaw. Was that in Texas?
Hey, I was young. I was 12. I didn't know any better. Hey, actually, a quick question: is Katie? How much is she marking out with her bumness about not being on the Jericho cruise right now? The boat show, the boat cruise.
I haven't showed her anything yet, but I was gonna show her some stuff today, and I'm the one that's been bumming right now.
Oh yeah, me too. I was looking. I was like, God damn, that looks like a fucking blast.
Did you hear about what they did?
No.
So when the cruise was taking off, there was another cruise next to them also taking off, and they're just going like obviously in separate directions.
Yeah.
But the Jericho cruise started chanting, "Our boat rocks. Your boat sucks. Our boat rocks." And like,
dude, that has to be so much fun.
Jericho retweeted and he's like, "That's fucking hilarious. How did I not hear this?" Like, and so there was somebody else on the other cruise apparently who's like a wrestling fan who like tweeted back to Jericho. He's like, "I'm on the other cruise. I heard that and I was dying laughing." Well, he's like, all these other people on the cruise were like, "Why are they being so mean?" Like,
it's like, you just made the list. How cool would it have been if Jericho would have like stopped the cruise and been like, "Hey, buddy, you're coming on ours now." sorry, you're on the shitty cruise. Can you imagine being a wrestling fan, like booking a cruise and your ship is leaving the same time as the Jericho cruise, and you're like, "God damn it! I hate my wife. I should have never got married."
So they gave out. I think Jericho gave out like every hotel room or a cabinet in the cruise gets like a little sheet, but it's called like the list of the cruise on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm bumming. I want to be there so bad. I saw Jericho teaming with the Bucks today.
Yeah.
But Jericho put on some more pounds, it looks like, too.
Dude, he looks like... I don't mean like any disrespect with this, but he just looks like a gross lesbian. Like with all like the makeup and stuff, like trying to be like pretty and whatnot. Or I don't know. Dude, he just looks like so like gross. I'm just like, ugh, you pudgy tight pants rock star with like your muffin top. I mean, like I have no room to talk. I'm a big guy, but like, I don't wear tight pants.
Everybody's talking about my tight pants. But it's not his tight pants though. It's his gut. His legs don't look fat. Like, you know what I mean?
It's probably why
he has that gut.
I swear, last time I saw him try to do like the line salt, I'm pretty sure he like almost botched it or something like that. And I think it's just because like it looks like the rope's going down further and further every time he gets on that fucking thing because he's putting on so much weight. I mean, love you, Jericho, bud, but maybe he's bulking up for another championship run in WWE.
Maybe I would love it. I'd take it. Actually, on my universe mode right now, I have him as the champion.
Oh, I like that. Wait, which Jericho though?
This Jericho now.
Oh, nice.
So,
I like it.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler alert for anybody out there who is watching my universe mode. Nobody is, so I don't care. But I have Cody Rhodes as Money in the Bank holder. Kenny Omega is about to defeat Jericho at the Rumble. And Cody's going to cash in right after his match on Kenny Omega to set up Kenny versus Cody, WrestleMania, for the WWE Championship. Let's go. And that's how you write a fucking story, WWE.
Yep.
It's awesome.
They won't though.
No, they won't. But anyway, I guess I should get to my number one.
Yeah, go for it.
My number one, shout out to the Boston Red Sox here. So congratulations on a World Series. We're going to talk about that after Songs of the Week. I just have to shout it out to the Red Sox. This is my number one song of the week. New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. Start spreading the news.
I'm
New York, New York.
This is my least favorite World Series I ever watched, so I'm not happy with either team winning because both their fans suck.
How can you? Oh, just because, the team-wise, I didn't care, but I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. We'll save it.
But that is a good song. That is a good song. It's a power move by Boston.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking savage as fuck. It's hilarious. That is fucking amazing.
I gotta give it to him. So
dude, that is amazing. Like that is. When I saw them play that after they won, I was like, that is fucking mean. That is savage. If I was a Yankees fan, I would hate it, but I fucking hate the Yankees, so let's go.
It's all because dumb shit Aaron Judge played it while walking through Boston Stadium. blaring it.
Oh, next season's gonna be good.
Yeah, I hope people get hit by baseballs more.
I do too. I want to see a brawl. Let's go. They brawled at the beginning of the year, didn't they?
I mean, I don't know if it's called a brawl, but we're like 900
they
guys
pushed
come
each
out.
other. They had a little pushing, shoving match, right?
Yeah, I pushed my dog around too tight. I don't call it a brawl.
Hey, did you listen to Spittin' Chicklets last week, by the way?
Which one?
I forget which one it was on, but they're like, did you see they're talking about the NBA? Oh, it was last Mondays, where they're like, did you see the NBA game between the brawl that happened?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Ryan Whitney's like, it was great. I loved it. They didn't hit anybody. They threw muffin punches. Like, and then like, AR's like, dude, come on. Chris Paul hit him with one punch. He goes, it was a fucking muffin. Like, Whitney hates basketball, and I love it.
Yeah, I just started catching up on Spin Chicklets since I don't do shit anymore, so except shit. So I've just been playing NHL, listening to the boys spit, and it's probably why I got a little accent going.
Dude, okay, I swear to God, this past weekend, like I had like a little fucking like accent going, and like I wasn't even realizing it. And like when somebody was like, "You have like a northern accent," I'm like, "Dude, I'm sorry. This is what happens when hockey season rolls around."
When I used to go to Canada with the boys and we go to Moose Jaw, you leave Canada coming across the border and they're like, you don't belong in the States. You're fucking, where's your pet moose at?
Well,
and I'm like, no, I'm from St. Louis.
It's like you said that, and it's like that's what I was explaining to him. Like, dude, growing up playing hockey, you're surrounded by so many people like from like up north that like maybe some of your coaches are like from Minnesota or like Canada, like you said. And sometimes, like especially for me, when I was a little kid, I would just make fun of the accent, and it just kind of stuck on some words, and it's hilarious.
And honestly, it's a great accent.
Yeah, it is. I wish I had it. I kind of do have it now because, like, ever since I was a kid, I'd make fun of these words, and sometimes it still like sticks. When I say sorry, I obviously say it on purpose. Like I always obviously say it like that, just because like I think it's funny when people are like, "Did you say sorry?" I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about," and fuck with them.
I said sorry. What are you gonna do about it?
Sorry.
But
no, but like this past weekend, like especially when I start drinking more now, I do it a lot when I'm drinking, and like I don't catch myself. So I know like the old tale is like, hey, you tell the truth more when you're drunk. So that I think that means I'm like Minnesotan or Canadian. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's one of the most underrated sexy accents I think in the world. Everybody's like, oh, this guy's French accent, oh, his Australian accent, but what turns on a girl more than a guy just going, when he's in trouble, he just goes, sorry, eh?
Yeah,
I mean, that's got to be a forgiver bedwetter right there.
When Biz Nasty was talking about how he doesn't like to listen to his own voice, that he thinks it makes him sick to his stomach, I was like, I want to slap the shit out of you. You're like you're like the main reason why I listen to the podcast. I love your fucking voice so much, Busy. Like,
yeah, that's why. And he's such a dummy.
He is a dummy. I love him. Him and Whitney are both dummies, but I love them both.
Oh. Like when I sent you the snap today of him trying to say integration, he goes, God damn it!
Well, it's because it's why he got so pissed though is because like Whitney like has a hard time pronouncing words and like reading scripts, so they always give him shit, and then that's like, so it's funny, and it's funny that like we're bringing Spittin' Chicklets up because like I was talking to Katie about it. She's like, because we were listening to an episode on the way home and listened to the Avery episode, which I fucking love Sean Avery after that episode. But,
me too.
I was listening to it, and she's like, this kind of reminds me of, like, your guys' podcast a little bit, because, like, all three of you, so they just give each other shit, and, like, they just talk shit on a bunch of other stuff, but they know what they're talking about. And I was like, who do you think's who? Like, so there's three of them, and we have three on Hockey Talks. I'm like, who do you think the three is? And she, like,
oh my God, if she says that I'm RA, I'm going to fucking punch her in the mouth.
We both easily decided that was Dan. Like,
oh, thank God.
He didn't play hockey, so, like.
Yeah.
But we were both like, I'm like, I like Biz Nasty, but I think I'm more Whitney, like more than anything. Like I think I'm an asshole, but like, but then I started thinking about it, I'm like, well, Biz is like kind of the leader of the show. He's kind of like taking charge. I guess I'm Biz and you're Whit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. I'd prefer to be Biz.
But I just thought I thought it was funny that it was like all of us just came to the agreement. Like, oh, that's AR's Dan. Like,
yeah. Yeah, if I would have been told I was AR, I would have quit the show.
I would have too. I'm like, well, Katie's like, well, this is easy because there's two of them. She's like, AR hasn't played hockey. I'm like, not to my knowledge. She goes, okay, well, that Dan's AR then because the other two play hockey.
Yeah.
It's like, good. Perfect.
So that was Hockey Talks. I guess I'll get my number one song.
This is like 40-minute songs of the week. We haven't done one of these in so long.
It's been a while. Look at that. We sneakily got a Hockey Talks in there.
Dude, it's good, though, that this is like 40 minutes, because the rest of the show is not going to be that long.
No, it's not at all.
So we know what we're doing. We're fucking professionals. Dan's AR. That's why he's not on the show. If Dan was on the fucking show, this would be going on forever.
Yeah, probably. He'd be bitching about how he's not AR. Like, dude, I'm not fucking AR. Like, tell me how I'm AR. And then we'd prove a point. He'd go,
I'm not.
And then he'd go, yeah, all right, yeah, you're right. You know, it's like, yeah.
He'd be like, they'd hit him. He'd be like, oh, fuck you, but whatever.
Yeah. You know, nothing against AR, but, you know.
And AR I love him. I love AR even more now for doing the Stone Cold thing on Friday.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, my number one song this week.
Yes, sir.
By the 1975.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck me. What the fuck did I write down? Sorry, I got in the... Oh, yeah. Talk.
Oh, wow. That's actually... You know what? I got to be honest. It's one of my least favorite 1975 songs. I like it, but it's actually, yeah.
Yeah. I want to...
Seasons now, realize you when you just can't move.
Why you talk so loud? Yeah. It's probably not going to be in my top list.
I can't believe that they're talking about him.
And that was the 1975.
Yep.
But
yeah, that definitely won't be in my top 20.
No, so good. So every one of their songs is good, and then they just have like top songs.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Are any of the songs where they don't sing in it going to be in your top 20?
I think I have one.
I think I have one also. Because I saw it live and it was beautiful live.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. One of them fucking like just really gets to me. Not like makes me cry like a little bitch, but like you're just like, damn,
like a little bitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, have you watched their symphony show yet?
The symphony show?
Yeah, when they were they went to BBC. Like BBC hosted a show that was they had an orchestra with them, and it was awesome. It was right after the second album came out. Or a little bit after. It was like when somebody else was like huge.
No, I don't think I've watched that one yet.
Send it to you, dude. It is one of the greatest like live things I've ever seen. And he was like, Matt Healy was just up there like just vibing away, kind of like leading everything. And he's like, now this is what I call a fucking gig. I told you about what he said at the St. Louis show when I saw him at the Firebird, right?
You probably did, but I don't remember what you said.
So let me back up a little bit. The Firebird is a place here in St. Louis that holds maybe like 200 people. So like, it wasn't a big crowd by any means. This is like I said, I discovered the 1975. I take all credit. This is they're my band. Okay, fuck off. They're my band. But during the show, it was when the Cardinals were playing, or the Cardinals just clinched to go to the World Series. So this was 2013. It was the year we lost to the Sox.
Yeah.
Was that sounds right? 2013.
Yeah, 2013
2012?
we lost. No, 13.
Okay, so it's 13, and they're playing Chocolate, and it was right before Chocolate, and it was like in between songs. He goes, "Hey, we just got word that I think I'm pronouncing this right. The St. Louis Cardinals, they're going to the World Series. They just won the game." And like everybody started going nuts. And Matt Healy, he's like, "Oh my God," he's like, "this makes me so happy. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's great for the city of St. Louis. So congratulations. But anyway, here's Chocolate." I'll never forget that. He's like, he had no idea what it was. He's like, I'm assuming that's great for the city of St. Louis. I don't know what that means, but here's Chocolate. It was just so funny, like how we all like the place erupted, and all four band members just kind of did like a little jump back, like they weren't expecting it, and then like Matt Healy's like, "Whoa, that's cool!" Like, and like. In between like their encore, they came back out and they're like, "So they told us like what it was, and we didn't know there was a sports thing. So we're big like soccer fans. So we get it now. So congratulations!" Like that's awesome.
I can only imagine them just like just so confused, like, "Oh, okay. Anyway, here's Chocolate."
Yeah, well, he's like in the moment just playing music that he's not thinking that like, oh, it has to do with sports. Like, I wouldn't have. I would have been like, "Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Here you go. Congratulations."
Yeah, I just would have been like, oh, all right, whatever. Good job.
Yeah, great job.
Oh,
but anyway, that was our songs of the week. You know what I just realized?
Huh?
I didn't do any plugs at the beginning of the show.
Holy shit.
We'll do them at the end. Everybody knows the plugs by now. We'll do them at the end.
You always put plugs in the end.
Yeah, we'll do them at the end. We'll definitely do the plugs at the end from now on. That's a new rule. Let's just jump into it. Plugs are always, except for like on Periscope, we'll do them at the beginning too.
Did you not catch on to my like in the end joke, or you're just dumb?
No.
Oh, you said we'll put the plugs at the end. I go, you always put plugs in the end, and
do you have a plug in right now? Is that why you can do the pod?
No, I might as well put one in.
It feels so good. But anyway, go follow our playlist at Offender Presents Songs of the Month or Songs of the Week, motherfucker. Go follow Songs of the Week. It's updated. We updated it yesterday with 20 brand new songs, 21 new songs actually. Because like we said, we don't do our guest songs anymore on there unless they will send them to us. But I just remember Corey having Ghetto Superstar, and that's definitely going on there.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't tell Corey that we're not putting his songs on there as much.
Well, I'll tell him. I'll straight up tell him, be like, dude, hey, if you want the songs on there, send me the fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, he forgot his notebook last time, so that's his fault.
He was flabbergasted.
Yeah, he was. He was so frustrated.
He was flustered. I didn't mean to say flabbergasted. I meant to say flustered. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, anyway. You pulled a real Whitney there, or a real Biz Nasty there. He says words he doesn't know sometimes.
I guess I'm busy then, and you're Wit.
Yeah, that makes sense. You do get ass mouth quite a bit.
Go drink some pink Wits.
Dude, I'm gonna have to try one soon.
I'm gonna have to try one too, honestly.
I'm not really allowed to probably drink ever again in my life because of my stomach, but I'll take one for the team.
Oh, that's a bummer. I don't want to hang out with you anymore now.
I know, that was my first thought. I go, whoop, I have no friends.
Did they really tell you can't drink anymore?
No, they haven't told me, but like I'm really not supposed to. I'm supposed to drink in moderation.
Oh,
kind of.
Do you?
But
I mean, you don't really go out that much, so.
No, I really don't. I'm a fucking loser.
You are.
I mean, Christ, I have a video game controller in my hand, and I'm doing a podcast with you. So, all you ladies out there looking for that guy with Chiefs puffs and NHL 19,
hey,
I'm a guy.
You might do well with the ladies. I mean, you did say you're doing a podcast with me, so I got your back, bro.
So, anyway.
Well, anyway, let's hear, before we get into the World Series and the rest of the show, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, Kyle Forche, eh?
Okay,
here he is. Kyle Forche.
I'm interrupting this podcast to ask a few important questions. If you were stuck on a desert island, would you want Will Smith movies or Will Smith music? Who's the baddest villain Jason Statham has gone up against in his movie career? What are the top 10 most rewatchable TV shows of all time? Check out the Going Off Topic blog with me, Kyle Fauché, to get the answers and much, much more. You can find the website at kylefauché.blogspot.com. That's KYLEFOSHE.blogspot.com. Make sure to subscribe so you get the new post right in your email. Also check out the social pages, going_off_topic and most8314 on Twitter, and Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché on Facebook. Now back to the guys with the Offended Podcast.
And welcome back to Offended presented by PWP Nation. Was that on Hockey Talks last week when I did that and like you just lost it?
You did something.
Because I was listening to like our last episode and I didn't hear it. I'm like, I guess it was on Hockey Talks. I was like waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something. You're a lot funnier when I'm not looking at you.
Because you make me nervous because I'm afraid like you're gonna kick me in the balls or like, shit everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I don't know. I'm just looking at like. I think I'm funnier because right now I'm looking at my drawing of Gritty and it makes me happy.
I forgot you have a drawing of Gritty.
And then next to it, obviously I'm letting people write on it, but I'm the only person that's written on it. So, Happy Rusev Day is next to it. Roman will reign is in the middle with a heart around it. That's not getting erased. If anybody touches that, I'm going to kick him in the fucking teeth. And then next to it, Becky is the best. And if anybody touches that, you're also getting kicked in the teeth. But the thing that makes me smile the most on this board that I'm looking at right now is the win-loss record of NHL 19. I am 5-0 right now.
Yeah, we haven't played one yet.
We have. Well, you've been at your house. And Proteus is 0-6. So he had somebody else. Claudius played against somebody else when I was out of town. I'm like, that still counts, man. You had to put him on the board. You didn't want to do it, but I'm like, dude, you're going against your own rules. Like,
yeah.
Don't be a bitch.
You know what we could have done is me and you just could have been playing online and keeping tallies.
See, like, I kind of like don't agree with that just because like you could lag and like glitch
lags
and
glitches
dude,
and stuff. That's true.
I actually hate playing online because of that.
Yeah, I've put a couple online. Part of it, I think it's my internet. Sometimes I'm in the basement. Sometimes it's just trash. If it's raining a little bit, like it's trash.
And it's non-stop tripping penalties online too.
Oh, dude, it's so bad. I had a couple games glitch like pretty bad on a guy, and I'm actually the kind of guy who I'll send the guy a message after and be like, "Hey, dude, my bad. Like, it's kind of raining here, and fucking internet kind of sucks, dude. Like, my bad. I just ruined like a good game for you." And they're like, "Oh no, it's cool, man. It happens."
Oh, I'm not. I'm like, I kicked your ass. You suck.
Oh no, well, it's usually if I'm getting my ass kicked, I'm like, "Ah, fuck you, buddy. You only won because my internet."
Dude, I think it was like NHL. It was 2 or 3 years ago. I won like 83-0 before losing, and I lost one game, and I've never played an online game since because it made me so mad. It's still like to this day, I still have not played a game online because it makes me so angry.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, so mad.
Hey, I was gonna say, I almost did actually. I almost got you a gift the other day. I was coming back from a doctor's appointment. I saw a garage sale, and like the middle of the day, I'm like, "Fuck, this must have been like last Friday or something, or maybe a Thursday." It was Friday, I think. I don't know, but I saw this like painting. And I drove by it and I kind of quick, and I thought it was a David Bowie poster, and I was like, oh boy, that's probably they're probably selling it for like $20 maybe or something like that, probably pretty cheap. And so then I pulled over on the side of the road next to it, and it was not David Bowie. It kind of looked like him because it was like a silhouette and had like the kind of spiked hair, and I was like, man, what is that? Kind of looks like him. And I was gonna snag it, and ended up being like just some fucking stupid ass painting.
This is Fabio.
Yeah, it was just some stupid ass fucking painting. I was like, oh man. But yeah, I almost did
Thanks,
something
man.
good. Yeah, it's the thought. Actually, I was gonna buy it and then set it on fire in front of you.
Wow, I would have killed you.
I would have killed myself.
You don't fucking burn David Bowie. Good God.
No, dude, I was gonna do it for like art purposes.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, dude, art, man.
Jesus Christ. All right,
yeah,
well.
No.
Anyway, any Hoosers. Well, so I don't know if well, you know about this. I don't know if other people don't. But before we get into the World Series talk, I just want to say I am being honored at the Blues game this Saturday night.
You are.
Season ticket holder of the game, so that's going to be cool. And what are the odds of this, by the way? This Saturday night at the Blues game, St. Louis Blues game, as I'm being honored as a season ticket holder, it is also WWE night at the game. What are the fucking odds of that happening?
That's crazy, dude.
This was random, too. Like, they're like,
yeah.
What games can you attend? And we gave them, like, a list of games. Like,
yeah.
Like, we didn't say, like, this one for sure. We're like, these lists, like, this game's, like, we did all the way up to April. Like,
yeah.
Like, these are the games that we'll know we'll be at for sure. And they're like, all right, we'll give you November 3rd. And I'm like, sweet, didn't even think about it. And my grandpa was like, we're getting honored this, like, Saturday. And I'm like, oh, no shit. Like,
that's crazy. That's awesome. I mean, how long's your grandpa been a season ticket holder?
He's probably since the 80s.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe even before that. But, man, like, it's funny because apparently they're going to come up to the seats, I guess, at the beginning of the second period.
Nice.
Which I didn't know that. We get like free drinks and like free food. I didn't know they do that either.
That's sweet.
So here's the funny thing. I'm not going to be in a Blues jersey on Saturday night.
No, you're not.
I'm going to be dressed up as Chris Jericho.
Love it.
And here's the kicker. Katie is coming with me. Do you know what she's dressing up as? Did I tell you this?
Probably like Cody Rhodes or something.
She's dressing up as the List.
No way.
Yeah, like we just thought of it, like sitting here last night. And she's like, "I'll be the List." I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking perfect."
Are you gonna write stuff on it?
We're gonna try if they let us bring like a marker in. Yeah, we're gonna write like before we get there. We're gonna write like Duncan Keith or like the Chicago Blackhawks like on there or like
like the Blackhawks, the Preds,
Wild. We're playing the Wild that night, So
yeah, I was gonna say you could put like Allen haters, but people
who would blame goalies. Like, I am putting that.
Oh my god!
I am putting that on.
Yes, just put the people that blame goalies. That would be hilarious.
And at the bottom, like in real small writing, it's gonna say Jay Bomeister.
You should put me on there.
Yeah, Jim Stout is my co-host of my podcast. He's an idiot. He's a stupid idiot.
Oh, dude,
I really want to. I want to go find Patrico and get a picture with him and be like,
love it.
And if he like interviews me or something, I'm like, you know what happens? Like, if I get on like the Jumbotron, I really want to do like, do you know what happens?
Yeah.
When you wear a Chicago jersey to a game where they're not even playing, do you know what happens?
Oh, dude, you should. Dude, I would maybe like send him some messages or like an email. He'd probably love it.
Yeah, like if we can find somebody wearing like a Hawks jersey, like just set it up and just like do it on the. You just made the list.
That's a good idea.
Really pies him in the face,
dude. Get to emailing, dude. I think Patrico would fucking love that idea.
I think you would too. I think the fans would too. Mm-hmm. I think we got a nice little idea on our hands.
I think you do. Sadly, I don't know if I'll be able to attend or not that game.
Hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully you can go out this week.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too, man. I'm really hoping I just get back to work. I've missed out on like fucking $3,000. I'm like, this is fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've missed out on like 4 months of work too, man.
That's all right. I've been there. So yeah, hopefully I'm feeling better and get to that game. I really don't care for the T-shirt they did, so I'm not really worried about getting that.
No doubt. Like, for those who don't know, the St. Louis Blues are giving away a T-shirt that night, WWE night, and it's just a blue shirt with the WWE Championship belt at the bottom of it. There's nothing in the middle.
No, it's so plain, basic.
Why wouldn't they put like a blue note in the middle?
Yeah, or something. Yeah,
that's the easiest thing to do. Just put the fucking blue note in the middle.
Yeah, or like Louis dressed as like a wrestler or something like that.
Or like make it look like the John Cena shirt that said like the champ is here and pointing it down and it's the titles right there. Like.
Yeah, well, we probably catch a lot of flack for that because we haven't won one yet. So.
The first round champ is here.
Yeah, can we put a fucking banner of our division
over ceremony for it?
Or some other fucking shit? Yeah, I don't know.
President's Trophy winners from 2000.
Yeah, we decided to rehang a banner.
Anyway,
man,
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
It's gonna be a fun game. Game. But anyway, MLB World Series is over. It's wrapped up.
Yeah, congrats to the LA Dodgers for being back-to-back World Series losers.
Participation trophy winners.
Dude, that is hard to do, to lose back-to-back years. I mean,
Texas Rangers did it.
Texas did it, and the Dodgers did. That's tough. They should raise a banner for that.
Yeah, they should. We came close, but did you see what the San Francisco Giants tweeted out?
No.
San Francisco Giants tweeted a picture of a cartoon drawing of like them sitting on a couch with their 2 World Series wins, and it has Clayton Kershaw and Yasiel Puig holding up like participation trophies or like MVP trophies.
That's hilarious.
I know. I was like, damn, that's savage. I like it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear it. Go ahead with you. I want to hear.
I was just going to say this World Series. I mean, I knew it was going to be a walk in the park for Boston. I wouldn't say it was a full walk in the park. They had a battle. I think Game 3.
Yeah, well, I was going to say we're going to get into Game 4 for sure.
But
it was pretty much a walk in the park, though. Let's be honest. Like Game 3 was the only one that was pretty close. Boston pulled away on like the rest of the games, maybe except for Game 1.
Yeah, they're just one of those teams where it's like if they didn't come out hot, like they're coming out sooner or later in that game.
Oh, it was Game 4. It was Game 4 that was like the Dodgers were actually winning until the 8th inning, and then the Red Sox just blew them up. Yeah,
it was 4-0, and then the Red Sox just came back. They They were just a more stacked team up and down the lineup. Their bullpen, hitting, and everything. They had players that hustled, unlike the Dodgers.
We were almost correct too. By the way, both of us predicted a sweep last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Before the series even started, we said we predicted a sweep from the Red Sox. I mean, fuck, we almost had it.
Close. We were close.
But yeah, that was at the wedding Saturday night. It was Game 4, and I saw that I think it was 4-3 was the last I saw in the 8th, like Dodgers, and it was the bottom of the 8th too. So I'm like, oh, Dodgers got this. So I didn't check anymore, and then I checked the score again, and I saw the final score was fucking 9-6. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
yep.
Like me and my buddy Colton were like, dude, the Sox came back and won. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, fucking 9-6. He's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
So,
crazy.
But there's one game in particular I think we need to talk about here, and it was one of the most fun times I've ever had watching baseball, and it was the 7-hour thriller, Game 3.
Yep.
Holy shit, what a fucking game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think I fell asleep in the 16th or the 17th. I was like watching my laptop laying down. I think I just zonked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that was just a fucking.
What a game. So,
yeah, man.
So it was Friday night, and so we're out of town, and like everybody that we were with was at the wedding rehearsal. They're at the dinner. We were like, they asked us to go, but I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go. Me and Katie are just going to go do like our own thing until you guys are done. We'll meet up with you after. So we're sitting. I think we went to a Buffalo Wild Wings just out the place because there was a small little town. There's not a whole lot to do there. Like we wanted to get something to eat, so it's like, fuck it, we'll just go there so we can watch the game. And we're just sitting there, and it's 1-0, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, this game's actually. I remember thinking to myself, this game is going by really fast, like.
Right.
And it was like till the 7th or 8th inning, like the game was going by like super, super fast. So I remember looking down at my phone and seeing that it was only like 8:50 or something like that, and they're going into the 8th, and I'm like, holy shit, like this has to be. I was like, I literally walked back to the table. I'm like, I think this is gonna go down as probably one of the quickest like World Series games ever played.
Oh, definitely.
I said that to Katie. Nope, it ended up being the longest postseason game ever played. So. They hit that fucking bomb of a home run in the 8th inning. The Red Sox did. I mean, that was a fucking bomb. When he hit that, there were some Dodgers fans there, and where we're at, it's kind of closer to Chicago, so there's a lot of Cubs fans there. So they were cheering for the Dodgers, which I thought was weird because I didn't think the Dodgers and Cubs like get along that well either. But they're rooting for the Dodgers, and I'm like the only one in Buffalo Wild Wings. Right when he hit that fucking ball, it's like, that's fucking a bomb, baby. Just like jumped up, and I just looked around. I'm like, Katie, let's go to the other bar. So like, I got dirty looks after I said that, and then I'm like waiting for the last out happens. I'm like, all right, let's hurry up, let's get to the bar where they're going. We're gonna meet them out. So we meet him out at the other bar. I'm like, let's get there before the game ends, before like anything happens. He just kept saying that over and over. But we go to another bar. I'm like, okay, let's get to the bar before anything happens. Next thing you know, it's like 1:30 in the morning. Bar's getting ready. We're closing down. The bar's closing down. It's only me and Katie left because I'm like, I want to see what happens. The bartender's like, yeah, you could stay. Just stay. We're like, we can't serve you anymore, but we kind of want to see what happens too. And so like we were sitting there all watching the game. And then this was like the 14th inning too, because this was like 1:00 when the 14th inning. Or no, this was around 12:30 because the bar closed at 1. So I'm like, all right, let's hurry up back to the hotel so we don't miss it. And then she fell asleep, and it was 2:30 in the morning when the game finally was over. At this point, I know I'm rooting for the Sox, but at this point, I'm kind of like, just end the fucking game.
Yeah, just get it over.
Because like the next day is the wedding, and I'm like, I know tomorrow's just gonna be just a lot, so like I want to get some sleep. And the fucking home run hits, I'm like, thank God. And Joe Buck's voice was just like, it's over, let's go. Like,
let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, what was crazy is that I'm watching El Prez's I'm watching his Periscope. So he's just sitting in his house because the bar that they were at watching the game, they closed down and they made them all go home. So all these comments are like, why are you at home? He's like, I'm at home because the bar closed down. He's like, why don't you go get some alcohol? He goes, dude, it's fucking 3:30 here in New York. Like, there's no bar. Nothing's going to sell me alcohol right now, you fucking idiot. Like, he's just being El Prez is being hilarious. And he's just sitting there. He's like counting the numbers of people watching. He's like, Jesus Christ, we have 5,000 people watching this right now. He's like, go the fuck to bed. But he's sitting there and he's brought up something that I didn't even think about. I'm like, he just goes, I wonder how Joe Buck's feeling right now because he has to call a college football game at 11 a.m. the next day. And it's and it's like 12:30. It was 12:30 LA time. But I think where he was going, like, was, like, Eastern time again. So it's like, fuck. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's tough.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So props to Joe Buck. I'm going to tip my hat to Joe Buck here.
You can go ahead and do that.
You don't like him?
No.
I like him.
I think he's a schmuck.
I listened to his interviews with Part of My Take, and he just seems like a cool dude. So he has a lot of charity work, too, so I can't hate on the guy.
That's true. Charity work's always a savior.
Yeah. And I don't know. He's like, what he was saying on Part of My Take made so much sense. He's like, I get hated for this. Even they were like, I hate Joe Buck. He's like, I hated Joe Buck before we had him on. And like, we told him before he was going to come on that we are going to give him shit. And then he's just started talking to us and we're like, fuck, he's cool. Like, he's actually a really cool dude. Like,
that's probably how Darren Pang is too. I've never met Panger, but
dude, Panger is awesome.
Yeah.
I've met him several times. He's fucking cool, man.
You're a mark.
You're a fucking douche.
You're a mark.
You're a douchey mark.
Fine. But, no, yeah, dude, that game 3 was fucking... That game 3 was crazy, man. I woke up and first thing I checked to see what happened. Of course, it's a walk-off dinger, which is one of the best ways to end like a game like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, dude, LA just can't... They can't find it. Clayton Kershaw is the worst playoff pitcher in the history of baseball.
It's like to the point, though, it's like... I don't even know how to even say it because I want to be like, why would you even start the guy anymore in the playoffs? Like, why wouldn't he come in relief? But then he came in relief and gave up a fucking bomb. It's like, you know what? I just wouldn't. I would just be like, you're benched for the playoffs. I don't even know. Like, this is just bad.
Dude, thanks for your season, but
he's I mean, fucking good of a pitcher. Like, what gets in his head, man?
He's a guaranteed Hall of Famer, and he just gets to the playoffs and just can't.
Like, I kind of feel bad for him because he's not a cocky player at all either.
No, he's not. He's one of the most humble players. It's just saying a
lot for the Dodgers too, because the Dodgers themselves are just cocky pieces of shit. Like, like the way Puig. Their fucking way he was acting when he ran around the bases when he hit that home run against Milwaukee. Fuck you, Puig. Just get home. I get you're excited,
especially when he strikes out 3 other times during the game. It's like, it's like fuck you, bud.
No doubt. And Manny fucking Machado is a fucking douchebag.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. I used to want him on the Cardinals so bad because he's a hell of a baseball player, but he's just such a little. He's a whiner,
man.
Oh, he's a whiner. He ruined his free agency stock big time this offseason.
He's a dirty fucking player on top of it.
Oh, he's a chump. I wish they would have thrown at his fucking ankles the next time he came up to bat.
No doubt.
But like, you want to take people's legs out? We'll fucking go old school on you and
people were saying that first baseman was in the wrong. I'm like, how can you fucking say that he's in the wrong? Manny Machado purposely leans his body to the left to make sure he makes contact when Machado had more than enough time to move out of the way.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Step on the whole rest of the base. The other thing too is like, all of a sudden the first basemen are getting in the way of Machado. Like, no, Machado hasn't done this all year, and now he's doing the playoffs. It's like, because he's trying to fucking take a player out.
And not to mention, wasn't there another time that he did something like super fucking dirty, like in sliding in the second base or something? Like,
yeah, he got into a big tiff earlier in the year with like Baltimore, or it was like the end of last year or some shit like that.
It was in Boston, wasn't it?
I think one with Boston and one with Baltimore. I think he had like 2 teams that just wanted to fucking go at his head. And it's like, good.
Oh, dude, like...
Fucking schmuck.
And I love just watching him. He struck out so much, too, in this
World
Series.
And he was the last. He was the last out of the World Series. I was like, good.
Oh, was he?
I think so. I could be... No, yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah, I was watching Evolution. I didn't see any of the games, so...
Fucking bum.
But I didn't know he was the last out. That's awesome. But,
yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing before we move on. Yasiel Puig, when I wanted to punch the TV, and I loved it so much when he popped out. Because I just wanted to run. I just wish I could teleport to like right in front of his face and be like, just laugh at him and just kick him in the balls, like, because he's such a douche. But it was when he like missed a swing. It was on like his second strike. He misses, and he looks at his bat and starts talking to his bat, like, "Why would you let me down?" Whole cradling it. He's like, "Why would you let me down?" And he's not even out yet. I'm like, this dude is such a douchebag. Like,
oh, he's a loser, man.
Like, he's a fucking douchebag. And then it was, just, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I can't believe that people are blaming that first baseman. Like, oh, his foot's, like, way too far on the bag. I'm like, fuck you. Watch the replay. Yeah. Like, they're only watching, like, replay where the people are judging him. They're zooming in on his foot. They're not watching, and you can't see the way Manny Machado runs in. Watch the fucking angle from behind Machado when he's running. Machado leans his whole entire left body down to make sure that he fucking clips him. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, dude. And fucking, the other thing is, too, is, like, they were, like, sure ground outs. It's like, dude, half the time when you're out, you don't even fucking touch the bag when you know it's a sure out. You fucking...
Yeah. And then you have all these Dodgers fans now claiming that Price was cheating with pine tar on his forearm.
Oh,
it's
my God.
But it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny because it's like, oh, yeah, but what about their bats hitting all those fucking jacks off you fucking idiots? Like, take a loss, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah, you guys sucked. You leave fucking fastballs over the plate that people are going to crush. You're going to lose a baseball game, you idiots.
No doubt. And not to mention, you guys I think they hit 1 or 2 home runs off of Price that game, too. So it's like, you guys just look so stupid. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, well, who are you going to blame for when you're up 4-0 and fucking blow a lead in game 4?
No doubt.
Like, fuck out of here, man.
No doubt.
That's what I hate about like, sports now kind of just piss me off. Because everything's always like, oh, well, there was this, or it was like, nobody can fucking take a loss anymore.
Sports doesn't piss me off. Social media pisses me off.
True, yeah. Social media plays a huge part, and that just, then the sports feel like they have to fucking do stuff about it, and it's like, to keep the fans happy. It's like, it's the same thing in hockey now. It's almost like if a team scores in like a Stanley Cup game, it's like, oh, check the replay though. There had to have been a guy offside, or was there goalie interference? It's like, no, it was a hard, gritty goal, and the puck fucking went in the net. So get out there and fucking
any of the fans, like hockey fans, blaming the referee for the way the game went. I'm like, shut the. This isn't like the Cleveland Browns in that football game from like 2001. Like, you know, like that's a time where, like, yeah, you can blame the refs because that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
but like. Jesus Christ, man. Just like people just are such sore losers these days. And they will never take, and like it just goes to say so much about our society is how much like people just don't take fault for your own actions. Like,
oh, not at all. It's always something else's fault.
Yep. And just like you said, like sports makes you mad. That makes me mad for that reason alone, because that just says so much about, like, to me it says so much about the person. Like, they can't accept that your team just sucked and like move on, get the next one. Like, this is why, and honestly, this is why those people don't play sports. Like, this is why these are deadbeat sports writers who, like, you know, they think they know the game, but they've actually never played it in their life. But
they're they're keyboard warriors is all they are.
Yeah, like, sorry, but like, I'm not going to take somebody's opinion when they've like never played professional sports when it comes to that sport, or they've never played it growing up in high school or college. You know, like,
if you've never laced the boots in hockey, I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on kids and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And that's why I like Spittin' Chicklets or like stuff that Barstool does, because it's given us podcasts with actual like athletes who played the game. So I mean, sorry, who am I going to take an opinion of? Like Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney, or am I going to take some fucking loser who like doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about and then blames like this, and this, and then, you know what I mean? And it's like, to our credit, we've played hockey growing up. You played more than I did. Like, but like, I just don't get it. Yeah,
that's why I don't even waste my breath anymore on Twitter on some guys. I'm just like, you're just fucking stupid.
I saw you respond to the one guy last night. I wasn't going to do anything, and then you did it. And I was like, oh, I guess we're in it. Like,
I wasn't going to until I saw his tweet that was like, oh, yeah, Bobby Lashley, loved having 3 segments on Raw. And I was like, you obviously don't know shit about shit.
No doubt.
I thought he was going to keep... Well, first off, the dumbass doesn't even know how to fucking talk on Twitter, because instead of replying to my comment, he just retweeted what he said originally and then posted something with it. I was like, you dumb fuck. I was going to call you for a run-in, and I was like, I don't need it.
Oh, I was ready because I looked at his fucking Twitter and I saw like that all the dude does is like try to make funny jokes off of like what is going on with Raw, and the jokes are so bad, like they're cringy, they're bad, and not to mention he just like roots for like everybody else that like everyone else like doesn't like, and it's like, oh, you're one of those, like you're just a fucking troll, like fuck you.
He's a fucking mark. I told him he was a mark. He didn't like it. He tried to correct me saying he was a fan. I was like, no, you're a fucking mark, and that's just final.
People gotta learn, Jim. Like we don't take shit. Like
I'm not gonna. Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Don't fucking come at me.
No. So, nice little segue here, though. Let's get into our review of WWE Evolution, which was honestly probably one of the better shows of the year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, just kind of get this out of the way. On like a 1 to 10 scale, I'm not trying to go all fucking cunt Meltzer here, but...
fuck Meltzer, by the way, too. Just fuck Meltzer.
Shit. Oh, you know what, dude? I honestly... before I answer the question, I honestly am surprised. I was waiting on Twitter for him to say something just fucking negative about Evolution, just try to find something to dig at it.
No, he actually gave it a good review.
But he actually was fair about the show. So, but anyway,
because he knows that he's going to get shit on because of the whole Peyton Royce thing. So,
I called him out. He's losing his credibility every week in wrestling.
He is,
and I love it. I fucking love it. But what out of like a 1 to 10, what would you rank Evolution?
I give it a 7.5.
Okay, that's fair. I'd give it that too.
I give it a solid B+, like a total B+. Actually, I will bump it up to an 8. I'll bump it up to an 8.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because
I'm looking at the matches right now. I'll bump it up to an 8.
Do you want to give like your kind of overall opinion on it? Or you want to wait for that?
Yeah, I'll give an overall opinion because like I don't want to talk about every match that happened on here, but like overall, I thought it was like a really good show. Like, it kept me involved. The wrestling was good. I love the fucking stage setup. And some of these people, god damn, man.
Get into it. I know where you're going because I'm wanting it.
It's like some of these people are calling it like a fucking house show look, and it's like, oh, it's just another house show. It's like, no, it's not. Like, do you guys not remember how good this looks like an NXT show? This looks like a fucking show that Triple H put on.
It was sick.
Like, wrestling fans will never be fucking happy. It pisses me off. Like,
I loved it. I
loved it too.
It was fucking unique, and like everybody's like, oh, and to the people that were like, oh yeah, look, they can't even show the crowds. There's no seats. Suck a dick. See how many pictures online about the crowd, and it was fucking sold out.
No doubt. Yeah.
Don't tell me that wasn't going to be sold out. Like that thing, of course, was going to be sold out. And it makes it look so much better with like that all black, and then having kind of. And then having the not regular like guardrails, just having like kind of the steel ones with the covers on them.
I like that too.
And like the light being on, like I think you tweeted out like they have the light like on the wrestling, which it's like fucking when you go to when you go to watch like a fucking
NXT,
like a NXT, or I was even gonna say like if you go to watch like a symphony or like an opera or like something like that. Like, do you want to be able to like see the whole crowd and your buddy, like the people in the crowd next? Like, no, you want focused on the entertainment that's in front of you. It's a spotlight show, and that's what they fucking did.
Like, you're focused on the show, you're focused on everything that's going on, and right when I saw the stage and I saw the opening act, I'm like, oh, this is a Triple H produced show. This is going to be fucking good. I looked right at Dan, I was like, I'm not worried about this show anymore. This is a Triple H produced show. Like, I have no worries anymore.
Yeah, me either. Like, how I feel about it is, like, I didn't think it was going to be a bad show. I was worried because of like the build up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And such. But honestly, like every match, like I'm going to kind of describe it to like what I felt when we went to that NXT event. Like every match actually like had my attention for a good amount of it. Like I was intrigued because like the women, you could tell like every woman that night was like a half a bit, if not a full bit better than what they've ever been, because they went out there and they're like, you know what, people, maybe we didn't get the kind of promotion we were hoping for. We didn't get this. People are saying it's not going to work. Let's go out there and fucking show them. And they fucking did.
Yep.
They went, and that's why I'm with you too. Like I'm going to give it like a 7.5, 8 rating, that B+ area, because through all like the negativity that was going on and the shitty promotion for it, they went out there and gave everything they fucking had. You could tell in every woman, like everybody went out there and fucking gave it their all. Yeah. And I think each match kind of told a story, which was fucking perfect.
And by the way, Ivory looked like she could still have another like run with the company.
Ivory?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could see it.
And so obviously the battle. Let's just start with the battle royal. Let's just do a quick rundown so we can get through our picks and everything, get the crown jewel. But the battle royal was obviously just it was the botch fest, and I think everybody knew that going into this match. This is going to be the clusterfuck of the night, and it was until the last 6 people, and then it was actually awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I think part of it being kind of like a botch fest is women haven't been put in that type of match very often.
Yeah.
So even when you watch the men's, you can tell it's a little off. It's kind of cringy. It's botchy. Mm-hmm. And the women, they've only had the one Royal Rumble, and they've done other kind of I guess battle royals that. But usually it's just the dominant one just throws out 15 people, and that's the fucking thing.
Hey. Really quick side note. How about Maria's outfit in that match?
Oh, boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, boy.
I was I think what she's wearing was covering the middle part of her ass.
No doubt.
And I was oh boy, she's something.
That was New Japan Maria. That was a total New Japan Maria outfit. I'm I like that they let her wear this. This is awesome.
Yeah, so do I. All the women I'll tell you what, I was having I was going to say, your boy was getting going a little bit.
No, honestly, though, this roster right now, everybody, and everybody's good looking, in their own way, and I think this woman's gorgeous, and she's up there top 5 for me. I know people are going to be ew, gross, but Ruby Riott, man, I think is beautiful.
Oh, she's got, I know what you're saying. She's got her own that kind of punk chick
mm-hmm.
badass hotness to her. It's like Alita almost. You're damn, that chick's a.
But I think just because she's such a badass and she's just a fucking cool person that's I'm just I'm about it. But
yeah, and
anyway.
she can wrestle.
But anyway, the battle royal. So, all right. So I'm gonna give a little spoiler here to go down. Here's the final tally. Naked Lady jumped in and got the predictions in. And I was this is perfect. This is how you can start doing the predictions with us, because she's starting off with the women's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So Dan and Katie both tied with 3 picks.
Wow.
You and I, final score, Jim 5, me 5, which means a title cannot change hands on a tie, Jim. So still, your prediction champion, Lord Tricky.
By a fluke.
The god that runs the pod is still the champion.
Fluke. I almost had you. I almost had you with Ember Moon.
So
I almost had you. What?
You know what's actually really funny?
What?
Oh, you had Ember? Never mind. What I was going to say. Actually, yeah, you would have. Never mind.
Yeah.
Because this could go either way. I forgot you had Ember Moon. I was going to say, right before the Battle Royal started, I had changed my pick. Oh, no. Never mind. This was it. Okay, so right before the Battle Royal started, I turned to Dan and Katie. I'm you guys are my eyewitnesses here. I'm changing my second picks. I'm just not vibing right now. I don't feel like it's right. And they're all right. I'm you guys know. This is before the Battle Royal. You guys are my eyewitnesses. Made sure of it. I had Nia Jax as my second pick for the Battle Royal. If Nia, with having Nia Jax, I actually would have won the predictions altogether by a half a point.
Yeah.
And I went with Ember Moon. I didn't even think about it. Looking at yours, I didn't even think about it. How, that just helps Jim out. I need to stick with Nia Jax. I didn't even think about that. I was just, watching them come out. I'm man, they really focused on Ember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling it anymore. I crossed out Nia, and I'm pissed at myself. But, again, it doesn't matter because I'm still champ. So
yeah, dude. I wanted to pick Nia, but I just felt that was such an easy fucking kind of pick to go at. So. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. No, I honestly thought it was going to be Embers.
Yeah, whatever.
But like you said, the start of the match was kind of botchy. They kind of had the women, the older women have the not older in age, but the ones that used to be there have their moment. And at first I was oh, this kind of sucks. And then it kind of started to just it started picking up a lot. We saw some cool spots, some good wrestling. It was kind of a
I'm
up
sorry.
and down.
Dan and Katie had 4 correct. because I forgot there was like 2 matches where they could have won it, or like it came down to one match. I'm like, if you guys get this right, like it's gonna be a 4-way tie.
Jeez,
I know it almost was too, and I was like, holy shit.
What's just built for a fatal 4-way at the next pay-per-view.
Yep. So I'll give you the match where I was like, I didn't know for sure, and it could have been a tie. But I'm going to run down the other matches real quick. So there's 3 I want to talk about before we get into the Blood Money pay-per-view. But so Trish and Lita defeated Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Just real quick, Trish and Lita looked good, but I didn't care. That's the match I did not care about, like, at all.
Yeah, I would have cared more if Alexa Bliss was in it, I think.
Yeah, I think Alexa, and we had that 2 option agreement. I gave that to Katie and Dan as well, and they took it. And Dan at first wasn't going to take it. I'm like, Dan, just fucking take it. You're getting if you're a bettor and you're betting money on this, you take that option. Like,
you definitely take that option.
But so we all got that correct. Toni Storm versus how you pronounce this girl's name?
Like Io Shirai, something like that. Yeah,
match was okay. Toni Storm's great. I mean, they're both great. Like, Toni Storm is going to be the future. Like,
oh, definitely.
But
and she's hot.
She got that. We both got that correct. All 4 of us got that correct as well. The Battle Royal. Dan, of course, got that correct because he picked Nia Jax.
Loser.
Katie and I picked Asuka and Ember. You picked Ember Moon and Carmella. Let's see, what's next? Sasha Banks, Bayley, Natalya, and the Riot Squad. This was a match that actually surprised me with how good it was.
Same here, man.
Like,
Same
it was
here.
Back and forth. The crowd was fucking super, super into it.
Yeah.
Sasha botched like a couple times, but then it was just smooth after that. Like,
yeah,
it was a good match. Like, it was a really, really good match. That's probably my third. I put that number 3 for like top 3 matches of the night. That's my number 3.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of way worse of a match, but it was. I mean, I think we only thought that because there was like we're upset about how Sasha and Bayley have been booked.
Yep.
But I think we both kind of maybe forgot how good of performers they are and that they're pros and put on a hell of a match.
But so me, you, and Katie all had Bayley and Bayley and friends. While Dan picked the Riot Squad, I was like, you know what? I could actually see them winning this match, but I still think it's going to be them. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I'm going to say this match next because I'm still disappointed this was the main event, although I get it now because of how the show ended. They got everybody on stage, and it's a big happy ending. I get it.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, Nikki Bella. Like, God, I just hope the Bella twins are done, retire. Like, I don't like them. They're not
I don't
good.
either.
They're not good. And Ronda looked great. Ronda looked smooth in the match. Ronda looked actually really smooth in the match.
She did. There's a lot less talking, a lot more facials, which I think works a lot better for her.
Exactly. And she did some move. That last move she did to get to the armbar. If that was anybody else, like, say, like Asuka or like fucking just actually anybody else on this card right now, like, that move is going to look better than what it looked like. It looked like Nikki like landed really awkwardly.
Yeah, people were giving Ronda shit for that, and I was like, I don't think she landed like that bad. Like, it looked kind of bad, but I don't think it was that horrible. I don't even
think it was Ronda's fault, though. So
no, yeah, and it was
just
sick.
Like when Ronda did the double like Samoan drop thing.
Oh yeah.
Brie, just go away, Brie. Like, go away.
No shit.
She's making me more mad than Nikki does. Like,
she made that spot look so bad she couldn't fucking climb up on her fucking sister. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're unathletic.
Dan was even sitting here. He's like, just climb up. I'm like, thank you. Like, you're not a big wrestling fan like we are, but like, you could even tell, like, okay, climb up. Like,
yeah, it was like, Jesus Christ, it's not that fucking hard. Yeah. She's so unathletic.
She is, dude. She totally is. But so us 4 all predicted Ronda correctly. So these next 2 matches, these, in my opinion, were the 2 best matches of the night. We're going to start off with the one. So Katie and Dan both had the opposite picks of us. And after the one match, if one of them would have won, the one that I thought was going to happen, happened. And the one that I wasn't for sure about, and that's the one I thought they could be a 4-way tie. I was like, oh, shit. Like, But then again, like I started thinking about the other one. Like, man, this could go. They might win. They might beat us. Like on this. So we'll start off with the NXT Women's Title. That's the second best match of the night. That was the storytelling in that match was phenomenal.
Definitely,
yeah. And you could tell like Triple H is running the show, so he's like, I'm gonna make sure this match just like steals the show.
Oh yeah, and of course, it was one of the matches that did.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like you got Shayna Baszler's friends and Ronda's friends are now look like they're all in WWE now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I forget their names though, so I can't.
Yeah, just the 4 horsewomen of the UFC, which I'm calling it. You're gonna see them versus the 4 horsewomen of the WWE at some point in the future. That's gonna happen.
I hope so. I love it.
It's gonna happen. I think Ronda's gonna turn heel soon. To be completely honest with you.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. But Shayna Baszler, honestly, is awesome. Like she's just a bad bitch. Like,
oh god, she's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, she is. And Kairi Sane is awesome on top of it too.
Oh yeah.
But
I think I had Baszler for that, right?
Yep. Me and you both had Shayna Baszler win the title. You actually picked Kairi at first, and then you changed it.
See, that's why I think I texted you. Was like, "Fuck, what did I pick?" Because I remembered I switched something. I can't remember why I switched. I think it's because I didn't see Baszler getting called up soon. They needed to do something to keep that feud going.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, now they're going to change titles.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the one I was like, man, I could actually see Kairi keeping the title here. I'm not too sure. Yeah. And when I saw them starting to interfere, I'm like, fucking right, it's a lock. Like,
yeah.
But let's get into the real main event of the show. The real main event, the match that stole the show, match of the year candidate for me. Charlotte Flair versus the most over wrestler in the WWE at the moment. And I stand by that statement. I think she is the most over wrestler in WWE at the moment. The man, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. I mean, what a fucking match.
Match was awesome.
Yeah. That's Becky's best match she's ever had, in my opinion.
Oh, easily. It was, dude, and props to Charlotte for taking some fucking pretty tough bumps out there.
Yeah, they both did.
It was, I mean, I've never seen 2 women beat the shit out of each other with a kendo stick, and that was, I felt pain. Dude, I was like, oh my
Charlotte's
god.
Bumping the ladder.
Yeah, oh
Jesus.
Boy.
But, yeah, that's the match of the night. And so this last woman standing match, which is funny how that's been being billed as the first time ever. No, I guess nobody's going to remember that time in NXT when Nikki Cross and Asuka had a last woman standing match, but whatever. But
yeah.
So what was the last man standing match? Like it just happened, didn't it?
Braun Strowman, or no, it was no. Oh, well, we had...
it was Braun.
No. We had Gargano and Ciampa.
Ciampa. This actually went longer than that match.
Did it?
Yeah, this match was 28 minutes and 40 seconds long.
Huh.
Yep. And so to all the people bitching about they don't give women enough time, well, obviously it's on a women's pay-per-view, but even if this was on, I think, a regular pay-per-view, I think it gets the time. I totally think it gets the same amount of time.
Oh, I think so too. 100%.
What a match. Just what a match.
Oh.
And this was another one that I was kind of like biting my teeth because Dan and Katie both picked Charlotte.
Oh, what dumbasses.
That's not a bad pick, though. It got to a point when she got up out of that like spot when the chairs were on top of her. I'm like, motherfucker, she's going to win this match. And then I was like, shit, like they're actually going back with Charlotte. And then they set up the table and I'm like, fuck yes. No, they're not. Like,
yeah, I really thought it was going to be Charlotte too, dude. And I was like, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to ruin Becky.
So did I. But then I, for some reason, like right before that, saw that table get set up. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Triple H produced show.
Oh yeah.
Like Triple H isn't dumb. He's not going to let that happen.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just fucking. It just shows like what they can do now with women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised down the road we start seeing fucking just cage matches with women on like a Monday Night Raw or like a SmackDown. Probably SmackDown because they know what the fuck they're doing.
They had one on SmackDown. It was Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, and here's a nice little callback too that a lot of people I think missed it. Becky Lynch lost the SmackDown Women's title to Alexa Bliss on the same spot that she just beat Charlotte on.
Through the table?
Yep. It was a tables match at TLC like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And Alexa did the same thing to her. So it's a nice little callback. Like the way that she lost is the way she's going to keep it. Like,
wow, I forgot about that.
I was like, nice on WWE to kind of remember that a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm just so happy that Becky Lynch won. Because, in my opinion, at Survivor Series, she goes over. She wins. You have her win.
I think you have to have her win at Survivor Series.
You have her win. I get that Ronda is a huge face, but
Becky is the perfect person to hand Ronda her first loss.
Becky, yes, exactly. You have her win. You have her keep that cocky fucking I'm the best. This is my business. You know, your UFC shit. Yeah, this is my ring. This is mine. Like, fuck you. I'm the champ. I'm the head of this whole fucking company right now. Fuck the men. Fuck women. I am just it. And just have her win. You have her win and carry that on. That's how you make her even bigger, is if she wins over Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't, I'll fucking probably throw my TV through the fucking window.
I agree. I totally agree. Because I'm going to throw I won't throw my TV. I think I have a broken TV in my room, so I'll just throw that TV.
Can I throw it with you?
Yeah.
I really don't want to lose my TV because then I really have nothing to do.
All right, let's quickly get into the predictions. I don't really even want to talk about the next show this much.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much bullshit that has gone on with this. And last week on the show, we said it looked like that they were going to change locations. So according to a couple wrestling, I think Meltzer reported, and I think somebody else did too, that the WWE was frantically actually looking into other locations. Mm-hmm. They tried to go to Manchester, England, but they said the amount of money that they were asking for logistically wouldn't make any sense, and WWE would lose a shitload of money. By the time, they don't think that they would sell enough tickets that they would not make, half the money back. And then here in the States, apparently, I don't know if I believe this or not, but the United States, there wasn't a single venue that they could have gone to in the amount of time. They couldn't get, the ring and everything there within the amount of time.
I find that hard to believe.
I do, too. I believe the Manchester thing, just because, they wanted to go... the night before, I think there's a concert or something going on wherever they're going for Raw and SmackDown, so they couldn't do that, and something was going on, but I can't remember what it was. But the whole United States thing, you're telling me you can't just take the hit and go to a small venue?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy it, but
yeah.
But we found out last night John Cena, being the man that he is not going to Crown Jewel.
And, no, he's not.
It is, and they wrote him off TV last night, and Bobby Lashley replaced him. And according to some reports today, see if it's true or not. This is what's 4:40 right now, so SmackDown's going to come on a little later on tonight. As of right now, it seems like it's confirmed that Daniel Bryan is not going either.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out for tonight for sure what's going on.
Mm-hmm. If I can see The Miz replacing Bryan, and then I think you can slide Shinsuke into the Jeff Hardy match. But
what is Hardy not going? Oh, because Miz. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I think that I could see that happening. Or there's actually a rumor that after SmackDown tonight, or actually maybe tonight on SmackDown, you might just see the Styles Bryan match happen tonight.
Yeah, but then that sucks because then you know who's going to win.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at this point, I'm okay with it. Fuck, I don't think they should be going over there to begin with.
Yeah, no, they really shouldn't. So, I mean, I'm gonna watch, obviously.
Did you see John Oliver ripping them apart last night on Sunday night, calling the Undertaker the Beef Ghost? Because that's fucking hilarious.
That was
He's the Beef Ghost, and I'm gonna boo, I'm gonna scare you. That's what he says when he wrestles.
Yeah, he did. He ripped him apart pretty good.
He should. And you know what's great about John Oliver was he actually he didn't rip on the fans. He ripped on the company. He was actually saying how good the fans are reacting and how he actually stuck up for the wrestlers too. The way that John Oliver actually talked about this was actually very well done. He was smart enough to not be don't hate the wrestlers and don't hate the fans because they don't support it.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's I get some people may want to rip on the wrestlers well, how come they're not stepping away from it? And it's some of them I think probably feel well, hey, I don't have John Cena and Daniel Bryan obviously have that pull to be hey, I'm not fucking going. And then if you fucking decide not to, if you keep me off television or release me, you're gonna take a worse fall. But if guys like
the Miz, who's gonna maybe step up, you might see the Miz win.
Yeah,
and you said, you might see Bryan get shit on for a little bit, but Bryan's too popular. Bryan has the pull to do that right now. Bryan can easily make them look bad right now if he really wanted to.
Oh, definitely. But dude, I don't know how much if you agreed with what I texted you, but dude, I'd almost get real life with it and have WWE shit on Daniel Bryan and be bring him down, bring him down, bring him down.
Yep.
And we talked about before, and then oh fuck, now they're pissed at Daniel Bryan, they don't care about him anymore, and then boom, he wins the fucking Rumble, and you get that fucking Daniel Bryan feel back again. Yep. That's just what I would do, but what do we know?
Exactly. Before we get into our predictions, I just want to shout out real quick that Elias is going to be a fucking mega star.
Yep.
Now that he's true babyface, I tweeted this out last night, and I texted you this too. Dude, there's so many similarities to when John Cena was Basic Thugonomics John Cena, heel John Cena, and Elias. I've never put two and two together until just now. I'm oh my god, they're almost it's almost the same time Cena turned face, was around November of in 2003. This is
true.
falling under the same category, and Cena had a big feud with the Undertaker at the time, and Elias had a feud with John Cena, and it's there's so many similarities, and Cena never won a title until after he turned face. I think Elias is going to be following in that same shoes. I think he might see him win the IC title here shortly.
Wow, yeah. I never really thought about that either, that comparison.
It's crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy. They are almost instead of Elias rapping, he's the rocker.
Yeah, it's just two different genres of music.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same gimmick. It's the same thing.
It's crazy. And
Cena
I texted
would always
you,
come out before matches and rap. Elias comes out and sings before his matches.
Yeah, and I texted you, it's fuck. He might go a whole month of not even having a match on Raw. He just comes out there, plays the guitar, and gets interrupted, and then has an awesome backstage segment. It's he's entertaining, and we all know we've seen him wrestle. He's a pretty damn good in-ring worker, in my opinion. And it's all we're getting out of this guy is entertainment, and it's fucking that's what we want out of all these superstars. It's them to be entertaining backstage, in the ring, all of it. And he's just that ball of fucking what you want. He's about to fucking take everybody down.
And not to mention, he was on iTunes. He got to number 4 in the charts on iTunes.
He did.
The dude's money.
Yeah.
He's a top merch mover right now too. He's money.
Yeah, he really is.
Elias is going to be a fucking star, dude. I will bet anything Elias is going to be massive in the next year. He's going to get gigantic pops. He already does. The Walk with Elias is so loud.
It's so loud.
Loudest chants in the during the show.
Yeah, it's similar to when Rock would say his catchphrase and the crowd would finish it.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, it's perfect, dude, and I love it. I wouldn't force him either into that spot.
Nope.
I'd let him just keep rolling like he is. Let it organically grow. The crowd's behind it, and they're going to keep getting behind him. The more you give him those big opportunities, just let him roll. Yep. Let him be Elias, and then strap a title on him, and then he's off to the fucking moon.
It was funny last night because you heard a little bit of the boos like normally you would for Elias, And then they showed the Baron Corbin thing, and the crowd's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot he turned face last week." Like,
yeah.
And then the crowd never booed him again after that. It was hilarious.
You gotta love it. Oh, hey, on Baron Corbin, how about Finn Balor putting up the too sweet to him walking down the ramp? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I love the crowd started chanting Elias's name when he walked by Dana Brooke. She's like, "Can you sing a song for me?" He goes, "For you?" No. And they kept walking. The crowd starts chanting his name, like almost like a rock chant. Like,
yeah, dude, and it was such like a rock John Cena move too. Of just like, nah, I'm too good for you. Can you sing me a song for you? Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. All right.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into it. WWE Blood Money. Crown Jewel. Let's get in these predictions. So Katie is boycotting, not watching the show. So I think we should just give her the title. Like.
That's I don't know if she's earned it yet. She's still an indie wrestler, so
she's still an indie mark, so she doesn't deserve the title. I don't know. I think she's like honestly putting her foot down. She's like, I don't want to see any highlights or anything from the show. I'll find out on Monday, and she's not doing any predictions. So
wow, I
think she might get the title on this one, just for like a day. She's like an honorary champion. You feel bad for her. I told her that I was going to go on the air and be like, you know what? Here you go. Like on Periscope, like hand her the title and be like, but you're a girl I don't care. So I'm going to keep the title. I'm going to just turn full blown heel.
If I win and she gets the title, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
You know how great, how much heat we would get if that was actually on TV? Be like, well, you're a girl, so I don't care. We're going to talk about Crown Jewel anyway.
God.
She's like, don't say that on the air. I'm like, I'm not being serious. Like, but anyway, let's start off with this stupid fucking World Cup tournament, even though they're all American. Let's get into the All American World Cup tournament. Let's start with I guess Monday Night Raw side. Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley.
Seth.
I agree. Seth. I got Seth also. So Kurt Angle, Dolph Ziggler.
Kurt.
I got Kurt. Dude, we'll talk about it here in a second.
Okay.
Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins.
Seth.
I think Kurt Angle.
Okay.
I think this is where you see Dean screw over Seth.
Okay, see, I think I saw Seth getting screwed over in the championship.
Ooh, I could see that. I don't know. They're just pushing Angle like so much right now for this thing. So.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or I see like, it's weird. Either like Dean can interfere in that match or Corbin can interfere and start up like an angle with Angle.
Here, I'll tell you why. Is because the Prince of Saudi Arabia or whatever is a huge 90s wrestling fan. So that's why I think Angle's going to go to the finals for sure. That's why you're seeing DX versus Undertaker and Kane. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with Seth.
All right. Let's see. Jeff Hardy, The Miz. This gets tricky. This is where our predictions are going to get like really tricky.
Yeah.
Because if Miz steps in for the title, you know what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out after SmackDown tonight if that's what happens.
Yeah, let's do a pick now, and then we could always like if we find out what happens tonight, we can kind of change around. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Miz on this one though.
I'm gonna go Hardy.
Bold pick.
Rey Mysterio, Orton.
Fuck. See, this one's tough. Oh man.
I got Randy Orton.
I want to say.
No barking while I'm on the air.
I want to say Randy, but I really want to see Ray win.
Yeah.
But it's like, because if they plan on doing something with Mysterio, actually, if he loses, then he's almost like a fucking Shelton Benjamin comeback, where it's like, all right, this guy is just taking L's.
Yeah. He's not going to be. That's not going to happen. Like,
I know, and it's like then you got like the fucking crazy Randy Orton. This is tough.
Just wait until we see Mysterio versus Styles.
Jesus, I don't like this at all. There's too many storylines going through my head because it's like there's the Orton Hardy rivalry still, and it's like, do you want to see that again?
Honestly, though, but here's the thing. I think this pay-per-view really isn't going to matter that much. This is the one where I will agree with people. I think it's just going to be like a house show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Orton.
I'm gonna pick Orton beating Hardy.
I'm gonna have them. Oh, God damn it! Damn it! I'm gonna backtrack. I got Mysterio winning, and I got Miz beating Mysterio in the finals. Or in the semis.
All right, and I got Orton and Angle. I'm gonna go with Kurt winning the whole thing. What do you got, Seth or Miz?
I got Miz with the interruption from Dean Ambrose in that championship match.
All right. So that's your World Cup.
But it could change after tonight's SmackDown, so we don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's true.
So.
I think I'm still going to keep my picks the way they are. Even if Nakamura gets into the match, I still see Hardy beating him.
Okay. Yeah, because if Miz isn't in, I'm going to have to probably change mine around. It'll probably end up following yours almost, but we'll see.
SmackDown tag titles, The Bar, New Day. I think The Bar is retaining.
Yeah, I think The Bar wins too. They're not going to change the title that quick, and at this pay-per-view that they know people might not be watching.
Yeah. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, WWE Championship. Styles.
Yeah, Styles for sure.
But I don't. This is a match. I'm going to throw this out there if you want. This is going to be the match where you can earn an extra point. I'm going to give it a DQ. I think it's going to be. I don't think you're going to see a clean finish.
Really? Mm-hmm. Huh. No, I'm not going to take
Bryan's still
point.
in it. If Bryan is still in the match, I think it ends in a DQ.
Ooh,
if Bryan's
no.
not in the match, I'm going to take that out.
I'm gonna go Styles clean.
Right. Vacant Universal title, Strowman, Lesnar. I swear to God, I can totally see them giving it back to Lesnar too.
Yep, me too. But I'm gonna go Strowman.
Man, Braun just loves Saudi Arabia. If he wins the title here, he won the Greatest Royal Rumble. Now he's gonna win the title.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to win. He's got to win, and then see you, Lesnar, forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Braun.
Yeah, it's just if Lesnar wins, it's going to be the same fucking story with him and Braun that we saw with him and Roman, where it's like, you don't show up. I'm Braun Strowman. I'm here every day. And that's nothing against Braun. It's just like, fucking Christ, just give him the title already.
It sucks because we can both just see that happening.
Yeah, which is just horrible. I don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Next, final match, main event. DX versus the Brothers of Destruction.
Oh, this one's tricky.
Really? I don't think it's tricky at all.
Well, go ahead then. Say what you fucking think.
Undertaker and Kane, I think, win for sure.
Okay. See, if we're gonna see Michaels and Taker wrestle again, whether it's at Mania or wherever, it's like if it's at Mania, I don't see Taker, or maybe he does lose to Michaels, and Michaels gets back his credibility. God damn it. I hate this company. I'm going DX.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. I got to think about what I just said before, because I think I just gave the wrong what I wanted to say. If they... Motherfucker, god damn it. There's too many dots in my head right now. Oh, yeah. I don't want to have the same fucking picks as you. Well, I guess I don't in that tournament, but
it all comes down to the SmackDown side. Actually, no, it doesn't. The tournament's totally going to give us a clear winner between me and you.
That's true. I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick this one. This is tough.
Just pick a fucking.
This is too tough. Fuck you. This is serious right now. I got to get my belt back.
I'm gonna write down DX if you don't pick something.
No, that doesn't. No, you can't do that. That's not how this works.
You said him already.
No, it doesn't matter. I can change my mind until it all happens.
Jesus, just pick Dan.
Oh, good lord. I'm gonna go Brothers of Destruction.
Brothers of Destruction it is.
God, if it's DX, I'm going to be so fucking mad.
I will be mad too. But yeah, there you have it. I'm going to go real quick. I have Seth and Angle, Hardy and Orton, then Kurt Angle beating Seth, Orton beating Hardy, and I have Kurt Angle winning the World Cup. Then I also have the Bar Styles by DQ if Bryan stays in it, which doesn't seem like he's going. Braun Strowman and Brothers of Destruction. You have Seth and Angle, Miz and Ray, Seth beating Angle, Miz beating Ray, Miz winning it all, the Bar Styles Braun Brothers of Destruction. Then we'll get Dan's picks a little later too.
Yeah, probably change a few tonight possibly. Because if the Miz goes into the title position, I see the Miz possibly winning the title.
And I'm going to apply a new rule here to our predictions game.
Okay.
If it ends in a tie, this obviously doesn't count towards last time because Katie and Dan just owe both of us shots.
Yeah.
But if the game ends, whoever is the champion automatically wins if it's a tie because they keep the title. So you have to buy them shots.
So we're going WWE rules.
Yes, we are. That's the only way. We're doing it for WWE. So
fair enough.
But anyway, yep. Those were. Oh, I hate motorcycles.
What the hell was that?
It's a motorcycle. There's. How can like that be like enjoyable to ride around? I just don't get it. I would go deaf.
All day you're just like.
I can still hear it, like down the fucking. He sounds like he's a mile away already, and I can still hear him. Like piece of shit. God, doesn't he know I'm doing a fucking pod? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, god damn.
Well, anyway, those are our picks for WWE Blood Money on Friday at 11 a.m.
Is it 11 a.m. Friday?
What?
Is it 11 a.m.?
Yeah, if you're feeling better and you're off work, you can come over.
Yeah, well, let's see. If not, I'll be shitting here watching it.
I mean, you can come here. There's a toilet. I mean, I don't give a shit.
That's true. That's so funny.
But anyway, let's get to our 1, 2, 3 finish.
All right.
You want me to start? You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. My number 1.
Are you sure?
Wow, Earl Ebner, because I got my 2 and 3.
Jesus.
Wow. That was tough. My number 1, next time there's a Jericho cruise or any type of indie cruise, we're going on it.
For sure. Because that cruise looks awesome. We're definitely going next time.
That looks like a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Boat cruises look fun.
Boat cruises do look fun.
My number 2, Becky Lynch is the most over wrestler in WWE and will continue to be until all the way through next year. That's my prediction. That's my hot take. That's my fucking hard 2 count on the mat.
I can see it.
Because if they do it right, if they give her the W at Survivor Series, that takes her to another level of stardom, another level of cockiness, and just keeps building and building and building. And if you ever lose, you ruin all of this momentum.
You know what? And it can be a fucking roll-up, too.
Yeah, I don't care. It can be a fucking cheap win. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Let's get her the W.
Give her the W. And my number 3, shout out, round of applause to the women on Sunday through all the bullshit and everything, all the negativity that surrounded Evolution, going out there and giving us all you had, because it was a phenomenal show.
Yes, it was. Nice. My number 1, congratulations to the Boston Red Sox. Congratulations, a wicked pissa, wicked champs.
Oh my god, you're such a fucking Barstool Mark. Get over it. Why don't you fucking suck off Carabas?
No, Carabas, I actually fucking hate Carabas. But
me too.
No, I just ever since I saw that video of them playing New York, I'm like, that's awesome. That made me so happy. I was rooting for them. But congrats to the Red Sox. Congrats to the people in Boston that listen to the show. Congrats on the win. My number 2, again with you. Congrats to all the women in WWE. Phenomenal show. But also I'm going to tie this into my number 2. Becky Lynch is a babe, and she deserves to just be champion forever. And just have her be on the show all the time. Katie's just staring at me right now as I'm saying this. I'm staring back at her. Becky Lynch is the best in the world.
She's a beauty.
She's a beauty. She's a babe. Swing.
Swing.
But she's the man, and I love it. She's the best. I mean, like, she's like the most over wrestler, like you said. She's the most over wrestler in the WWE right now. I love it. And my number 3, Happy Halloween. Love it. Spooktober is coming to an end. It makes me sad, but Halloween, best time of the year. Love it.
That's your number 3.
Yeah, it's Happy Halloween, motherfucker.
That's a
swerve. My number 3
is
that I'm being honored at the Blues game on Saturday. I'm gonna be Chris Jericho. Everybody makes the fucking list. Jim, your name is just gonna be on there 17,000 fucking times. I can't wait.
I really hope you put my name on there because that would be.
Your name is
awesome.
going on there for sure.
That would be awesome.
Dan's gonna be like, "Where's my name?" I'm like, I didn't want your name on the shirt. I mean, you're obviously on the list, but I just didn't want to degrade the shirt, you know.
Yeah, you really need to, I think, like shoot Patrico an email or like something like that, or get on him on social media, dude. Because it's a hell of an idea, and that's something definitely they're trying to fucking figure out. They're always like, "Oh, what can we do in between things?" It's like this is perfect for WWE night and a season ticket holder.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Do it, you're a pussy, and that's it.
Thanks, man. But here, it's time for the butt plugs. Make sure to go follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope at OffendedPod. Make sure to go follow PWP Nation as well at PWP Nation. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Trick1042. You can follow Stoutsy at
J_Stout9 on Twitter, JimmyJames9417 on Instagram, James V Stout on Snapchat.
Make sure to go buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/offended-podcast. Hockey Talks will be back next week. For all you wrestling fans out there, the weekly wrestling wrap-up on Periscope, which is obviously not happening this week because Jim is a poopy piece of shit.
Sorry.
But that's okay. And make sure to go listen to our Spotify playlist at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. Boom.
Wow.
I didn't even have my piece of paper in front of me. I actually left it downstairs.
Wow.
I know. I got the game back. I am the fucking game. I'm the guy that runs the pod, the prediction champion. I'm just the overall GOAT of this podcast. You're just a nobody who shits in your bed.
When I come back from this injury,
you're on the IR.
Not only
yes, AR.
Will you lose your championship, but you will lose every ounce of credibility you have ever had on this show holding that belt.
Hey, by the way, did you like my Tommaso Ciampa gifts last night? So I'm just so hateable.
Oh, yeah, you said that, and I was like, God damn it. And I couldn't find any good Becky Lynch ones saying there wasn't like any that said I'm the man, and I was like, God damn it, those would be perfect now.
I was trying to find the one of him like talking to the belt and be like, I didn't say it, the belt said it.
Yeah, I knew too. I knew you were looking for, because I think you commented something like, oh, and I was like, damn it, I know he was looking for like him talking to the belt. Son of a bitch.
Anyway, good pod, good epi.
Yeah.
I'm prediction champ. We'll see who's still a champ after Blood Money. And, yeah, that's basically it. For Tricky, Stoutsy, this has been Offended, presented by PWP Nation. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, go get your blood jewels.
See ya.
Bye.